drugs mean that which cures us and the greatest social problem of the generation. So there, right there, you see the schizophrenia involved in thinking about drugs. Apparently there are good drugs sanctioned by science and medicine, and bad drugs used by brown people in strange rites and growing in unusual plants in distant parts of the world.
Okay, so this is the experiences I've had with DMT. I've been wanting to record this for a while. The first time I smoked it, it was like really dark, and I was sitting down, and as soon as I smoked it, I saw. As soon as I exhaled, I saw a. It was like a kaleidoscope with a G in the middle, and G or a 6, and the 6 rotated in and out, and then the kaleidoscope to trance music. And, so instinctively, I was like, I gotta dance to this.
It's called dimethyltryptamine. It's produced by your pineal gland. It's actually a gland that lives, that's in the center of your brain. It's the craziest drug ever. It's the most potent psychedelic known to man. Literally, but the craziest thing is about it, it's natural. And your brain produces it every night as you sleep. You know, when you sleep, during the time you're in heavy REM sleep and right before human death, your brain pumps out heavy doses of dimethyltryptamine.
Now, maybe at this point, this is a good point at which to talk about what do you do when the going gets rough. There are two things, at least, that you can do that are very effective. The first is, and it's a very simple thing, but people in our culture seem to be resistant to this, is you sing.
So I stand up, and I felt a tickling from every direction. And I thought it was trying to take me somewhere. And I said, no, there was the girls, there was gypsy women, who knows what it was. I believe in gypsies now. And this tickling was the best sensation I've ever felt. I said, no, I can't go with you beautiful girls. I have a girlfriend. So I laid on the ground, and the stars were, they weren't stars, they were like a diamond shape. And they were really big, and then they just kind of like down through the sky, and then I woke up again.
If you don't dream, you'll go fucking crazy and you'll die. While you're in heavy REM sleep, you are going through a psychedelic trip. And very few people know about this. But it's been documented. There's a great book on it called DMT, the Spirit Molecule, by a doctor named Dr. Rick Strassman. And he did all these clinical studies at the University of New Mexico on it. And you take this shit and literally you are transported into another fucking dimension.
You force air into your lungs and body, and you chant, you sing, anything you want, and it will radically alter the parameters.
The next day in the tent, there was 5 people in the tent. One of the guys was training to be a shaman or something, so when I smoked it, I kept my eyes open and just looked around the tent really good, and like everyone's face seemed to morph into like goddesses or goddess whatever, and then as I moved and like looked around the room, everything off my fingers, my hips and my shoulders, everything rainbow colors, just rainbow colors everywhere.
Well, drugs is a word which has polluted the well of language. Drugs is a word that's been used by governments to make it impossible to think creatively about the problem of substances and abuse and availability and so forth and so on.